I have to tell you about a time when things happened that weren't my fault, but I was the one blamed for it. They weren't my fault because I didn't know what I was doing. They weren't my fault because I was a good boy, doing the right thing. I blessed the sacrament. I was, no, we had what were they called? What do you call it? Cottage meetings. The priest did. And I was a priest, so I went to the cottage meeting. And when I got there, suddenly it dawned on me that I was supposed to be the speaker. I hadn't even thought about it. Drove me crazy. I didn't know what I was going to say. And when I got up there, I mean, I didn't even know when I got up what I was going to say, but I got up. And so I just made up a story about two missionaries from Africa that were walking through the jungle and a bunch of pygmies attacked them. And they ran as hard as they could towards the river. And they shot their dart guns at them and did all kinds of maneuvers to try to get to them, but they ran as fast as they could, and they were, of course, a lot bigger than these pygmies, and so they got way out ahead of them, and and they jumped in the river and swam over behind a floating log, and then just drifted downriver several miles, and the pygmies gave up and went home. And I told that story, and years later, when one of my friends got through with his mission, he came home. We were together and talking. He said, "Boy, I'll never forget that talk you gave about those missionaries, the pygmies that chased them and everything." And I said, "Oh, I just made that up." "You what? You would make a story up for?" I said, "Well, it was testimony building, you know. I mean, the Lord saved them. He helped them out of the situation. Yeah, it was just a story, just as if you were writing a story. I gave a story." Man, he just could not believe it. He just could not believe that I would make up a talk like that. Well, I felt kind of bad about that, but what can you do? It served its purpose, and I was in need.